Hi everybody. I'm gonna use electrolysis to just clean up one of my cast iron Dutch ovens. Um, if you can tell, I don't know, it has just started peeling all around. I have some other pieces that are pretty rusty that I'll do later on, but I just wanted to get this one done. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get a tub. And there's a bunch of them on YouTube how to do it. It's an e-tank. But the one I'm doing is I have rebar on all four corners. And then I have copper wiring, like a piece here. And then I connected it here. And then another piece connected it here, and so on. So what you need to use is washing soda. This is the only thing you can use. And this one is going to take about a cup of the washing soda. Mine's gotten kind of hard. It has sat out here for some time. See if I can get a little bit more out. One that's opened. Okay, I got another box. So just put that in, and then you want to mix it. Okay, then you need a piece of wood that's going to go across this with a metal hook, which we just made out of wire. And you hook it to it. Now you need to get your battery charger. Don't plug in anything till you get everything set. So your red positive is gonna go here, and your black is gonna clip onto this. Then plug in your, I gotta get a, okay, I had to find a adapter. Okay, so plug it in. Gotta see if I'm gonna get some bubbles. Okay, I have mine running for about 2 hours, and you'll see little bubbles coming up. Let's see if I can. Where's my tank? Where the hell? I can't see it. And you'll start getting the bubbles. Okay, so it's starting to bubble up. I'm gonna get it all cleaned, and then I'll just put, once this one's done, this one shouldn't take that long, and then I'll put in a rusty piece and show you how good this thing works. Just don't ever touch it. Be sure you unplug it before you touch anything. Turn off your charger and unplug it, and be safe doing it. And I'll be back. It's really hard to see, but you can see where the bubbles are bubbling off the old grease, the rust, and yeah, just keep it going for a couple hours, and then I'll show you how to season it afterwards. But this is a great thing for cast iron owners. Okay, you can see how dirty the water is getting. This one wasn't that bad. I'm just trying to get the inside a little bit better. But you see all the little bubbles, and that's taking off the rust, the old grease, and I'll probably turn it around in about a half hour and do the other side. Okay, I'm gonna take mine out and turn it around. Just don't forget, turn off your charger and unplug it. I'm just gonna rinse mine off and put it back on. Okay, so far, if you can see this, I got my sunglasses on, I can't tell. But this is the outside. There's still some, which I'm gonna put it back in. And then my inside's getting clean, so I'm just gonna turn it the other way and run it again for about an hour. And then we'll start to clean it and then season it. Okay, you can see how dirty the water is. And it is bubbling really good now. I'm gonna get everything ready. I have a drill with a wire brush. I'm gonna get some Brillo pads and some vegetable oil that you're going to use with the brush, and we're going to see where we are. Some of the stuff won't come off. It's just, you know, it's just baked on so much. But this really works really well. I think I have over 200 pieces or so of cast iron, and I do this a lot. So I said I have tons of cast iron. This is just out in the garage, and I got another box, and then I have some down here, and I have a whole tote right here, and then you've seen my inside. Yes, I have quite a bit of cast iron. My aunt taught me how to cook on it, and then I learned how to restore it, and I'll never cook with anything else. If you haven't tried it, try it. I mean, it's so good. It gives you extra iron in your food, and it's just a nice way to cook, and especially in Florida, if you have a hurricane and you just plop it on your grill, you don't have to worry about that you don't have electrical. I know one year I did spaghetti and meatballs on the grill in the cast iron, and it was so good. So, but I'm gonna get everything ready, and then we'll start cleaning it up, and then we'll start seasoning it. So I'll be back in a few. Okay, I took mine out. I think it's gonna rain in a little bit. I don't know if you can see. My inside down here is still dark. It's just not gonna come off. But so the first thing you're gonna do is get a Brillo pad and fill your pot up. So you have some water, and then just scrub away. And you can see that's all coming off. I guess I should bring this down a little. Okay. So just scrub all of the loose stuff off. And you can see it's all so try to get as much of the loose stuff off as you can. It takes a little elbow grease, but and just keep working at it, and I'll be back with the next step. Okay, now we're going to clean it. Be sure you have it dry, and you're gonna take some vegetable oil. And if you have a wire brush for your drill, that's great. If not, you're gonna have to use a little brush. And you're just gonna scrub around. I usually use the drill. So let me get that. And you're just gonna go along the edge where the black stuff is. You're gonna just try to get it cleaned up just a little bit more with the wire brush. So I'll be back. Okay, this is the messy job with the drill. But you can see all that black coming off. And just keep doing this and doing your inside till you get it pretty stripped down. So I'll probably do this part one more time, and then I'll just start on the sides and then the inside. And just, so you have to use vegetable oil. And I suggest wearing gloves and clothes that you don't care about, because you will get splattered with the black gunk coming off. But I'll get this done, and then I'll turn it over and show you how I do the inside. Okay, so when you're happy with your outside, which that came out really good, you're gonna start on your inside. So the same thing, put some vegetable oil. And get it all around the pan. Put a little bit too much in there. That's great. Okay, and you're gonna start on a side or your top, and have a lot of paper towels. And just take your drill . Okay, now some of your black stuff is not gonna come off. It's just, it's baked on so much. But how I do my sides is I kind of hold it with my feet, and I'll run the drill, and then I'll turn it and run it again, and I keep going, and then I do the bottom last. So I'll get this going, and then I'll be back. Okay, this is about as good as I can get it. There's a few spots in here, but once we season it, you won't be able to tell. So just take another Brillo pad and clean this all up, and then we'll go inside and finish the rest. Okay, whew, it's hot out. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do, if you have a grill, you're gonna turn that on and start heating it up. In between that time, you're gonna grease your pan with Crisco oil solid, and you're gonna, when you put it in the grill, you're gonna flip it so it's upside down, but I'll show you. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna grease up my pan. Okay, so mine came out pretty well. I mean, you can see it's all, but this was just stuck on. But the whole outside is down to bare cast iron. So just get your Crisco oil, and I do my inside first, and you're just gonna put a lot of it, but not, you don't want it like dripping off of it. Just a really nice coat. Okay, so like that. And then flip it over and do your outside. So just get it nice and greased up. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Okay, set your, pull this back a little. Okay. I'm gonna use the 3 burners. And just check, be sure you got it all greased up. And you're gonna put this upside down. Just be sure you got it nice and coated. Okay, then you're gonna close this and you're gonna let it reach 500 degrees. And once it does that, we usually turn it down or turn it off, but let me see if we've turned black yet. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're at about 400 now, and you can start seeing it turning colors. So we're getting there. Okay, we got a few more minutes for it to reach 500. If you don't have a grill, just oil it up and flip it over. Put it in your oven at 300 for about 2 hours. Be sure you put a piece of foil down on the rack below it so the grease will catch it. And then your second coat, just if it's like a fry pan or something, just oil it up again and put it on the stove top and let it melt, because you want those pores to open up and absorb the oil. And just bring it to right before it starts to smoke and turn it down and let it sit till it cools, and just rinse it off with water and pat dry. Throw it back in the oven just to dry it, and that's it. The Dutch ovens take a while. I've been wanting to do it for about a year, and I finally decided to do it. So I'll look at the temp and see where we are, and after it hits the 500, you just want to keep it in there for like 2 or 3 minutes. Turn off all your heat and just let it sit there and bake till you can handle it. And then you're just gonna bring it inside, wash it with water, and the same thing. Either you can put the oil on just the bottom and do like you're gonna do a skillet, or you can put it in the oven upside down and just cook it at 300 for about an hour. And that'll give you a really good seasoning to it, and just keep seasoning it till when you cook, and you should be fine. And I'll be right back. Okay, we're almost to 500, and Can you see how black that is and pretty? That's what the inside looks like too. So I'm gonna just let it go for a few more minutes and then just shut it off. And once it cools in a few hours, just bring it in, wash it, and if you want to season your bottom, go ahead. If not, you really don't have to, because once you start using it, it gets seasoned. But that's how you restore cast iron. And you know, if you want to see some other pieces, I have some really rusty pieces that I can do. But I just wanted to give people an idea how to take care of their cast iron. You know, you find a lot like at Goodwill and stuff, and they're just so rusted, and you know, people just give them away. So if you do this, you'll have a really nice skillet. What you want to look for, one Lodge is the only one that's made in the USA. So you want USA made. The older pieces are Wagner and Griswold. Griswold is worth a lot of money if you can find it. And there's some unmarked Wagner, which will only have like the number on it, and that's usually an unmarked Wagner. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was quite long, but it's a process. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends. I think we're 20 people away from getting a cast iron skillet. So please share and subscribe and have your friends subscribe. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me. I'm here. All right, well, you all have a great day, and I'll see you tonight. I think I'm gonna make hamburger soup. So you all have a good afternoon.